Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys 3 very useful high ground starts and 1 high ground retake. And these high ground starts and this 1 high ground retake is very useful and effective. So if you guys are looking forward to that, please hit that like button. And if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. I'm Anarch Matrix and I will be streaming a lot, mostly probably daily, and yeah, I play a lot of games and the content will keep growing. So let's get started. So for this first high ground start and my favorite high ground start, you obviously want to edit through the arch or through the wall and crank your 90s, but it should look something like this. Yeah, that is the high ground start. So let me show you guys how to, do it. So this high ground start only works if your opponent also decides to ramp out like this. If your opponent, so Brick is the opponent, Wood is me. If your opponent decides to ramp out like that, then this is gonna work. So what you want to do is you want to edit a cone like this, and usually they would also place a stair, but once you see the cone and you edit it, they'll go up. Then what you want to do is place a cone right over that immediately. So now you'll cone them off, but instead of just coning them off like this, you want to box them in along with yourself. So from their perspective, they'll be going up this coned ramp and then get boxed in. And then you can do 2 things. Once you're inside of here, you can edit out, reset, and edit a window in right hand peek. And pop. Easy, simple. And for the next thing, because it's your cone, you can reset it and pop. You can hit them. But if you want to do it more protected, you can do the right hand window peek. And yeah, on to the next start. So for the next start, it should look something like this. Yeah, sorry, I messed up right there. But yeah, that's how it should look. And yeah, let's get started. So I love this high ground start because most people, so this is Brick, they decide to 90 up and then just try and ramp up for high ground. But with this start, instead of you getting ramped over, you actually place a double ramp like this. Actually, you should also place cones on top, and then you can place a ramp and 90 up. The reason why this high ground start is so good is because when you do this, when you're 90ing up and your opponent is 90ing up, your opponent is going to try and ramp over you. But because you place down 2 ramps and you place down cones, you're protected from up top. And now they can't ramp up, so they have to 90 over, and there's a high chance that they can mess up, you know? So that's why this high ground start is really good. And then, because you place these cones down, you use this ramp to extend another ramp. And then you can 90 up for height. And they'll be stuck down there. And yeah, for the third and final high ground start, it should look like this. It should look like this. And yeah, for the tutorial, this high ground start involves the wall being edited like this, or like this. You can't have the wall edited like that, or else you cannot do this high ground start. Or actually, no, you can. It can be edited all ways, because then you can just place a cone down. Yeah. But how you do it is you can edit the arch, but then you want to place a cone like this, and you want to go to like the tippity top and place a floor ramp like that. But you also want to catch yourself on that second ramp, so it should look something like this. So you want to edit through like that, and then you just want a 90 up for height. And this high ground start is super good because when you do this, you're actually not coning your opponent off, so it's not technically cheating. Your opponent is just going to ramp up. But if you're already up here and you do this, you're already way above them. And once they start 90, you're going to be all the way up here, 90. And now, you're automatically going to have height. And yeah, that is why these starts are so good. And I really do like them. And for the one high ground retake that I wanted to show in this video, it should look something like this. Yeah, so let's go with the tutorial. So this high ground retake is very simple. It is very good for beginners, but you do need to have some high sensitivity. And that was it right there. And for the slow-mo, for the tutorial, what you're doing is you are editing a cone, no floor, or else you cannot do this retake. Unless you want it to get like super advanced, but I can't even do that. But what you're doing is you're extending out a ramp and a cone, and you're editing one of the top tiles. Once you do that, you want to look this way and do a 360, and you want to catch yourself on this ramp. As soon as you do that, you want a Dwifo cone and 90 up for height. And that's the retake. And it should look something like this. Yeah. And that is all for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, please hit that like button. And if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. I know I did introduce myself earlier, but please subscribe to the channel. I have a lot of content on here. Daily content coming out. And yeah. Hasta la vista, baby.